I am Mahendran. I have been a practicing obstetrician and gynecologist since 1972. My wife was diagnosed with cancer colon in 2006 and she was stage 3. She had surgery done and I wasn't for some reason too keen on chemotherapy, so I was looking for some alternate form of therapy, and that's when I came to know about ozone many years ago in Havana, and I went to Germany and we were there 6 years, and I had some basic training and found the know-how and came back to Malaysia and started doing. I started with major autochemotherapy and then I went on to doing EBU along with other supplements. Basically, treatment of cancer is two-pronged. One is cancer cells cannot thrive in a high oxygen environment, and the other is the acidic pH, which has to be converted to alkaline. So with supplements, managed to treat her, and she lived for almost 10 years, and I lost her in America, not of cancer but of a viral pneumonia. And since then I have been doing a lot of research with ozone and went into chelation as well. And now I've totally given up obstetrics and gynecology, and I find ozone beneficial for hypertension, diabetes, most of the degenerative diseases, which I'm convinced is caused by lack of oxygen and accumulation of toxins. And it is an amazing anti-aging tool. Most people now are quite convinced, and more are coming in. Initially it was sort of a taboo, but now more people are thinking outside the box, and even doctors are coming for treatment, ozone and chelation treatment along with supplements. See, the surface of the red cell, assume one of them is each red cell. It's the surface of the red cell that takes oxygen, gives out carbon dioxide, and vice versa in the lung and in the tissues. There's 10 here, there are 40 here. These 40 are clustered together by toxins. So this can hardly transport a fraction of what these 10 red cells would do. So this actually, what happens is, it boosts your immune system to fight illnesses and maintain good health. Okay. So basically it is not any medication, it is just improving oxygenation of all your organs. And what really matters is, each cell in the body gets blood supply. Wherever you prick, you bleed. So this is all through the microcapillaries. Would you be surprised if I told you an adult human being has got 30,000 miles of blood vessels? Because each cell needs oxygen and nutrition, which is supplied by the blood. The basic function of blood is to supply oxygen, take back carbon dioxide, supply nutrition and take back waste material. An embryo is formed by the fusion of the sperm and the ovum. We get an 8-cell structure called the blastocyst. These 8 cells can differentiate to ear, nose, eye, bone, hair, nail. So these are the cells that actually create the formation of a human being. So these stem cells are in us, and that is what actually maintains the repair mechanism. In a very simple form, a stem cell is a multi-purpose spare part. If you scratch your nose, the stem cell sticks there and becomes a nasal mucosal cell. If you have an abrasion in the skin, it sticks there and becomes a skin cell. So with this boost of immune system with oxygenation or ozonization, your stem cell population goes up by about 15 to 20%. So your repair mechanism actually increases. And the other factor with this is, there is an enzyme called interferon Interferon is a known anti-tumor enzyme, and interferon also goes up. And basically all our problems are due to inflammation. Inflammation causes pain. The level of inflammation is monitored by a biochemistry test called C-reactive protein. And after ozone therapy, your C-reactive protein goes down, which shows your inflammation wherever you have is subsiding. And inflammation is what causes pain in any diseases. This is a blood vessel, and when there is a damage to the blood vessel, the physiology of sealing the bleeding is formation of a clot. So a small clot forms. Once a clot forms, that rough surface, this keeps building up. All the fat starts building up. When this becomes thicker and thicker, this has got no blood supply. The only oxygen it gets is from the blood that goes. So the deeper layers do not get enough oxygen. So in order to thrive without oxygen, they have to transform to something that requires less oxygen. So it gets calcified, and that is what you call calcified blood vessels. Dr. Crenton managed to take a piece of that, and he found it was not the calcium, but it was the heavy metal that was holding this. And that is why he started using EDTA, because EDTA is known to chelate and remove heavy metal. So that EDTA is used to remove or dissolve the plaques and open up the blood vessels. And that is how exactly chelation works in breaking down or opening up blocked blood vessels.